Today I have something very special for you, a deep dive into one of the most talked about endings in recent film history. I'm talking about Céline Sciamma's Portrait of a Lady on Fire and its final scene. Now, if you haven't seen this film yet, you're in for a treat because by the end of this video, you'll understand why its ending leaves us all breathless. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for every single detail. Let's start at the beginning. Portrait of a Lady on Fire is not just another romance film, it's a story filled with passion, art, and unforgettable emotion. It takes us back to 18th century Brittany, where we meet Marianne, a talented painter, and Héloïse, a young woman whose portrait is about to be painted under secret circumstances. Marianne is hired to paint Héloïse just before she is forced into an arranged marriage. From the very first moment they meet, something extraordinary happens between these two women. They become friends, confidants, and eventually lovers. But there is always a looming sense of inevitability that they won't be together in the way that we might expect. The film uses a clever framing device. We begin with an older Marianne running a painting class, and then we are taken back in time to her secret and unforgettable time with Héloïse. This flashback sets the stage for everything we are about to unpack. We know from the start that their love, as beautiful as it is doomed to end in separation. Marianne paints a portrait of Héloïse, and in that moment, all the pain, hope, and beauty of their relationship is frozen in time. And today, I'm going to break down every single moment in that ending scene and explain what it all means. I want you to imagine with me for a moment. Picture Marianne, years after their brief but intense time together, finding herself again face to face with the memory of Héloïse. Imagine her walking through a crowd at a concert, her heart heavy with the memories of what once was. As she moves, her eyes search for that one familiar face in the sea of people. And then, she sees her. There, on the other side of the hall, Héloïse stands alone, dressed in white, completely absorbed in the music. The scene is so quiet yet so powerful. You can feel the tension, the longing, and the heartbreak radiating through every moment. Now, let's talk about that music. The soundtrack at this point is none other than Vivaldi's Summer from the Four Seasons. This isn't just any piece of music. It's a melody that carries deep meaning within the context of the film. Earlier on, Marianne played this piece for Héloïse on the harpsichord, introducing her to the beauty of orchestral music. For Héloïse, who has lived a sheltered life, that moment was transformative. Hearing the orchestra for the first time filled her with wonder, but it also set the stage for the bittersweet emotions that follow. In that final scene, as the music swells, every note seems to echo the love and the loss that both women feel. There is so much to unpack here. The ending of Portrait of a Lady on Fire is not just about a lost love. It is a powerful reminder of how memories can shape us. Even though Marianne and Héloïse are forced apart, the memory of their time together remains, burning like a flame that never goes out. This film is a testament to the power of art and memory, and it shows that even when love does not last, its impact can be eternal. One of the key elements that gives the film its emotional punch is the way it weaves in the ancient Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice. Now, many of you might be familiar with this myth. Orpheus, a great musician, falls deeply in love with Eurydice, but after her untimely death from a snake bite, he is given a chance to bring her back. However, there is one condition: as they leave the underworld, he must not look back at her. Unable to resist, Orpheus turns around, and in that single moment, he loses her forever. This myth serves as a powerful metaphor throughout the film. In Portrait of a Lady on Fire, both Marianne and Héloïse can be seen as modern interpretations of the figures from this myth. Marianne, much like Orpheus, carries the memory of Héloïse with her, a memory that is both beautiful and painful. And just as Orpheus's fateful glance causes him to lose Eurydice, Marianne's act of turning to look at Héloïse in that final moment is a choice that solidifies her memory, even though it also means that the moment is forever gone. Héloïse, on the other hand, reinterprets the myth. Instead of being a passive victim, she suggests that maybe it was her choice to call for him to turn around. That moment, her brief but powerful command, "Retourne-toi," is a declaration of her true feelings, a move from the formal to the intimate, from vous to tu in French. This change in language is subtle yet deeply meaningful. In French, vous is the formal way to address someone, while tu is much more personal and intimate. Throughout most of the film, even as their feelings grow, Marianne and Héloïse use vous with each other. It shows the boundaries imposed by society, the restraint in their relationship. But in that final moment, when Héloïse calls out to Marianne with "Retourne-toi," she breaks that barrier. It is the first time she uses tu, and it is a sign that she is giving everything of herself, even if only in that brief moment. It is a moment of vulnerability, of raw emotion, where language itself becomes a reflection of the depth of their connection. Now, Let's dive deeper into the visual symbolism that makes this ending so unforgettable. When Marianne finally makes her way through the crowd to see the new portrait of Héloïse, there is one detail that stands out above all else: the number 28. In the painting, Héloïse is not only shown with a child who looks almost like a golden-haired symbol of future hope, but there is also a book held in her hands with the number 28 peeking out from its pages. This number is no random detail. It is a direct reference to the book of Orpheus and Eurydice. Earlier in the film, Marianne secretly drew a small self-portrait on the same page of Héloïse's copy of the story. The number 28 becomes a secret code, a silent message between the two women, a way of immortalizing their love and the perfect moment they shared. It is as if Héloïse is saying, "I remember you, I remember us, and I will keep this memory alive forever." This detail is so subtle, yet so powerful. It shows how the film's themes of memory, art, and love are intertwined. Even though the physical connection between Marianne and Héloïse is broken, their bond lives on through the art they created together and the memories they hold. In that single frame, all of their shared moments, all of the joy and pain, is captured forever. It is a reminder that art can transcend time and loss, offering us a way to hold on to the things that matter most. And then, of course, there is the moment when Marianne and Héloïse come together one last time in that crowded room. Marianne, still carrying the weight of their past, makes her way through the throng of people, her heart pounding with a mix of hope and despair. As she reaches the portrait display, her eyes lock onto Héloïse's image, and it is as if time stops. In that moment, every detail: the gentle curve of Héloïse's smile, the soft light falling on her face, the lingering notes of Vivaldi Summer, everything comes together to create a scene that is as haunting as it is beautiful. I know many of you are thinking about that final look, that last time Marianne turns to see Héloïse. It is a moment filled with so many emotions at once. There is regret, there is longing, there is a deep-seated understanding that some things can never be reclaimed. Marianne's choice to look, just as Orpheus did, is a choice to hold on to the memory rather than let it fade away. It is a choice to celebrate the beauty of what once was, even if it means accepting that it can never be revived in the present. And that, my friends, is what makes the ending of Portrait of a Lady on Fire so heartbreakingly real. I want you to think about this: in our own lives, how many times have we held on to memories that are both beautiful and painful? How many times have we chosen to look back, even when we knew it might hurt us? That is the universal truth that this film taps into. It shows us that sometimes, the act of remembering is both a blessing and a curse. The love that Marianne and Héloïse shared may have been fleeting, but it changed them forever. And even though their physical paths diverged, the memory of their time together continues to influence every brushstroke, every note of music, every moment of silence. Now, some of you might ask, why did Céline Sciamma choose such a bittersweet ending? Why did she decide that there could be no happy ending for Marianne and Héloïse? The answer is both simple and profound. From the very beginning, Sciamma knew that this film was not a typical love story with a neat conclusion. It is a story that challenges our expectations of what a happy ending really means. In many ways, the film is saying that love does not always lead to eternal togetherness. Sometimes, love is about the moments we share, the memories we create, and the impact those moments have on our lives long after they have passed. Sciamma once said that she wanted to question the idea that owning someone, or holding on to someone forever, is what makes for a happy ending. She believed that true love is not about possession, but about the freedom to let go and to remember. Marianne and Héloïse's love story is not about a future built on the promise of forever. It is about the power of a single, transcendent moment that can live on in our hearts. It is a story of passion, of art, and of the strength it takes to say goodbye while still holding on to what was. I think this is one of the reasons why the film resonated so deeply with audiences around the world. It reminds us that our greatest loves are often marked by moments of beauty and pain, and that even when we are forced to part ways, the memories of those moments can provide us with hope. In a way, the ending of Portrait of a Lady on Fire is both a farewell and a promise that even though the moment has passed, its impact will never fade. As we wrap up this discussion, I want to leave you with one final thought. The ending of Portrait of a Lady on Fire is a powerful reminder that art is not just a reflection of life, but a way of capturing the essence of our emotions. Every brushstroke in Marianne's painting, every note of Vivaldi's Summer, every whispered word of Retourne-toi is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Even when love is lost, even when life forces us apart, the memory of what we shared can continue to inspire us, to comfort us, and to remind us of who we are. Before I go, I really want to hear from you. What did you feel when you watched the ending of Portrait of a Lady on Fire? Did you connect with the themes of memory and loss? How did the symbolism of Orpheus and Eurydice and the number 28 speak to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I know this film has touched many of you in a very personal way. I love hearing your opinions, and it makes this community so strong when we share our feelings and our interpretations with one another. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more videos like this, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an analysis that brings these films to life. I put my heart into every video, and your support means the world to me. We're all here because we love movies that make us feel, movies that challenge us, and movies that remind us of our shared humanity. I want to thank you all for watching and for being such an amazing part of this community. Your passion for film and storytelling inspires me to keep exploring these powerful stories and to keep sharing them with you. Remember, every ending is a new beginning, and every memory is a part of who we are. Even when the final scene fades to black, the emotions, the art, and the love that we experienced remain with us forever. So until next time, keep watching, keep feeling, and keep celebrating the art that makes life so rich and full of wonder. I'm Flicker Scribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay inspired. Thank you so much for spending this time with me as we unpack the layers of meaning in Portrait of a Lady on Fire's ending. I hope you found this analysis as moving and thought-provoking as I did. If you have any other films or endings you'd like me to break down, leave a suggestion in the comments, and I might just cover it in an upcoming video. Your voice matters here, and I'm always excited to explore new stories with you. I want to remind you that our community is built on shared experiences and a love for cinema that goes beyond just watching movies. It's about connecting with the emotions they stir in us. Every comment, every like, every share is a way for us to spread that passion even further. So please, if you haven't already, join our community by subscribing and turning on notifications. Let's keep this conversation alive and growing. As we conclude, remember that sometimes the most powerful art is the one that leaves us with more questions than answers. It challenges us to look deeper into ourselves and to appreciate the beauty in even the most fleeting moments. Portrait of a Lady on Fire is one of those films. It reminds us that while love may not always last, its memory can burn brightly in our hearts, lighting the way through even the darkest of times.